Welcome back to Balls. Show us your balls.
Yeah, show us your
Show us
balls.
our balls.
We've already done that one before. Every fart that I do has happened already.
I'm sorry, I'm not the best at remembering. I'm dying now. I have entered my dying era.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about your dying era.
I'm dying, Malachi, as it turns out. I'm dying now. I've reached the end of my
That's
days.
fucked up. How
Um,
are your symptoms? Do you have anything funny?
uh, dying as hell.
That's not that funny.
My head is stuffed.
That's bad. That sucks. I hate that.
My throat is stuffed.
Also bad.
My my chest is mostly fine actually.
Let's go.
Also stuffed.
No.
I'm just being stuffed to death, you know.
Yeah. I understand that.
I'm also dying.
I find that
of
actually
death.
there's one nice thing that I find about being sick, which is that sometimes your body all being stuffed is like almost cozy when you're like sleeping, and you get plenty of time to sleep
I
when
don't know
you're
what you're
sick.
talking about. I've slept less this week than normal weeks. There
Yeah,
have been 2 days that I woke up early, and
it's definitely
today's
gonna
the
fuck
only
you
day
up.
I've slept in late.
Don't get me wrong, it's definitely gonna fuck you up. I do think that perhaps it's not. Uh, I make sickness easy because it's very easy for me to go back to sleep at any time.
I'll tell you something about being sick though.
Mhm.
Fucking cold medicine, like specifically your Dayquils and whatnot,
Yeah,
tastes horrible.
I never have Dayquil or Nyquil.
It's got fucking menthol taste to it. It's just the worst.
You hate menthol taste? I have some Halls right here. What do you think about Halls? Yes or no?
The worst.
They're the worst? I love Halls. I could eat them for fun.
You shouldn't do that.
Why not?
It's bad for you.
I don't think that's true.
Having too many, it'll kill you.
Having too many. Okay, I think technically you're right, but I don't think you're right.
Vitamin C overload. The
Oh, I don't
opposite
mean the
of
Halls
fucking,
vitamin C.
the opposite of fucking scurvy. You got
That's
Ruskov.
like not actually a problem though.
You get Ruskov, you die.
Medicinal ingredients: menthol and eucalyptus globulus leaf.
Yo, you're a
Essential
fucking
oil.
koala now? You're eating eucalyptus?
Guess.
Damn.
But like, I don't think there's any amount of menthol that'll hurt you.
It hurts me emotionally. Also, I almost spewed. Once. Which wasn't fun.
There's no accepted standard for a menthol overdose, but research suggests anywhere between 50 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams could cause a lethal overdose. But then they
1
also say
gram.
something.
Just say 1 gram.
But then they also say something meaningless after, which means this could mean ingesting 340 to 6,800 drops containing 10 milligrams of menthol each. But that means that actually you're saying 3,400 milligrams of menthol to like 68,000.
Well, we've been going for a couple minutes. I think it's time we introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Malachi. I'm your first host. I use they, them pronouns.
I'm Grace. I am your dead host. I'm dying. I'm gonna be dead soon. I'm your dead host. I use she, her pronouns.
That's fucked up that you're dying. Too much menthol could worsen your cough. Other headaches are like you could throw up. I feel like it's just not true that you could have too much. I feel like no person on the planet has ever been like, "Oh, I've had too many cough drops."
You know what, though?
What?
I don't fucking care. Shit's horrible. I hate having stuff in my mouth.
Yeah,
For the most part,
that's
yeah.
fair. Do you do any of the other stuff?
What other
I
stuff?
know in my old house we already always had Vicks Vapor Rub.
I haven't had Vicks in years.
So that's not a thing that your family follows.
We don't keep it in the house. It's just, we don't normally get sick.
Yeah, right.
um, I'll tell you what I have learned though from being sick this week.
What?
Not very different from not being sick. Just sore throat, stuffy face. Otherwise the same.
Huh.
Also, my dad just got over COVID, or he's still getting over COVID rather. So like, there was a big scare that, oh no, I've got COVID. I don't have COVID. I've tested multiple times, and every time it's come up negative. But
Yeah.
you know,
But even the times when a similar thing happened to me where my brother got sick with like some flu thing, and then I got it, and I was like, this sucks. But I thought like, oh shit, for a moment, is this COVID? Like, no, it wasn't.
um, let's do some small talk. How's your week been?
Well, we had Halloween this week.
Yeah,
You have a
so-
hype
so.
Halloween?
I stayed inside. I watched Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or 3
That's that
episodes. It's a
oh, shit, what do
collection
they
of
call those?
short stories that have been transformed into short films.
right. Seems pretty cool.
Procured by Guillermo del Toro.
I like his work. I'm
Yeah.
a fan of his stuff.
He hasn't actually directed any of them. He did write one of the stories.
Well, his
Otherwise, he just acts as a curator.
his curation is enough. I'm a Guillermo fan. What do you think his fans are called?
Guillermo del Toro.
They're called him. They've got his name.
They're called Guillermo del Toro.
The biggest fan of someone is yourself, I guess.
Did you do anything fun?
For Halloween?
Yeah.
I dressed up for like 5 minutes, and then I stopped being dressed up.
I'll tell you something
'Cause I
else
didn't do
I
anything.
did that was Halloween related.
Yeah.
Between the last episode we recorded and now, I went to a bar show.
Right.
It was for Halloween. Saw a couple of bands perform.
Nice. How's that?
It was okay. Had some fun. Met up with my friend Jimmy. If you're watching, hi Jimmy. And my friend Brittany. If you're watching, hi Brittany. And I hadn't met Brittany in person before, so that was pretty cool.
Nice.
So had some pretty mid-tier wings.
Mid tier. Was the sauce any good?
The sauce was great. It just didn't stick to the wings.
That surprises me. Most of the time, I expect if someone says mid tier wings, the biggest problem is just going to be that the sauce was pretty mid tier.
No, the sauce was good.
I guess if it doesn't stick to the wings, that makes sense.
You know what else happened pretty cool this week?
What?
We're gonna get a live slug reaction. Go ahead and open up that Instagram.
Oh, right. You sent me an Instagram post, which I opened and then forgot about. It's by Cyan Worlds. Oh, of course. It's like a very long trailer where it just very slowly shows you a symbol, and then it says Riven.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help.
Is there... It's very loud on my browser, so I'm actually not going to listen to it with sound.
It's just the Riven. Riven's getting remastered.
Yeah.
Like fully remade even. In the style of the most recent Myst remake. Which, like, I have been dying for.
I'm going to be honest. This doesn't excite me until I see like actual anything.
So, picture Riven, and then picture the most recent Myst remake, and then cross your eyes to to merge the two images. Cross your mental eye.
I just like I need to see like just the Instagram post doesn't hype me up until I see like something that they did. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean, you know what they're capable of, though. They're Cyan.
They made like 1.5 games that I've liked so far.
What do you mean 1.5? We've played fucking 4 of them.
We've played like I'm not rating the 4th one yet.
Okay, we need to continue.
I guess I should give Riven more credit. It's like 1.75 that I've enjoyed.
Riven itself is like one puzzle short of being a perfect game. And that's just because of the limitations of the medium.
Maybe I'm rating Myst 3 too high.
Myst 3 is also great. It's got fucking Chucky, the killer doll.
Myst 3 was the one. But there was like the
What's wrong
Funny
with the
Planet,
first
which I
Myst?
didn't really like. The first game? I don't know, it didn't stick with me really. I thought it was good. Okay, really I should give it more than that. Because I did like the first game. I don't know, those games are all fine. I don't think that I'm hyped up about New Riven. I'm not going to play New Riven probably, because I've played Riven already.
Right, but it's new and better.
Yeah, I guess. If you really want me hyped up, if you told me that they're doing Sly 2 Remaster Part 2, because they already remastered that game, but they're remastering it to go onto the fucking, I don't know, PC, putting up that baby on Steam, then I'd be hyped.
But it's gonna be Riven in VR.
It's gonna be in VR.
Yes, probably.
Was the other one in VR?
The new Myst was, yeah.
I see, because you see, just make it 3D, it's pretty easy to make it VR, I guess.
I guess. You're gonna get. Remember the fucking maglevs?
The maglevs.
Get to see that shit
Oh,
in
right.
first person VR, goddamn high fidelity, goddamn.
You're right, there's gonna be some parts that could be cool. I'm gonna need to see it, though. Still, all of these things.
I am already on the supporters bus. I am
Yeah, I
buying
figured
this
that.
as soon as it comes out.
I bet you'd be willing to pre-order it right now.
Honestly, as much as pre-orders are bullshit, I would. Because I trust Cyan.
Mm-hmm.
And they have not released a game that I have been upset with yet.
Yeah, it makes sense. They make good games. They're just not exactly for me, I think is the thing.
No, that is not to say that, like, I haven't been frustrated or upset by their games. I just generally, overall, have not been bothered by a game. I love everything they've done so far.
Have you ever played The Manhole?
No. But,
So
I
then
mean,
you actually can't say that you've enjoyed everything they've made. Nice try.
I can appreciate it. Just because I've never played it doesn't mean I can't appreciate it. I know what it is. It's a children's educational game.
I'll give you that. You can enjoy it even if you haven't played it. Did you know they made Riven for iPad?
Yep.
Riven get iPad.
Myst also get iPad. I have it on the iPad.
I'm seeing Bug Chucker, which I don't think is what I'm looking for.
It is one of their games.
Bug Chucker? When did they release Bug Chucker?
Long time ago.
All of these are a long time ago, I guess.
I mean, yeah, they haven't. Like, the last new game they put out was Abduction.
Right.
I mean, excluding the Myst remake that just came out. And before that, it was Myst 5. I think.
Wait, it says they released Bug Chucker for iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad, and Android, but it seems like that's the only release of Bug Chucker.
Well, it was originally on PC.
It was? It's just
Yeah.
not listed on the Wikipedia page for games developed. Did they not develop it?
It did.
Then is this list just incomplete?
Possibly. I'm pretty sure Bug Chucker's a
Bug
game from the
Chucker.
90s. Like one of the ones they did sometime before Myst.
I think you're wrong. I think it's only an iPhone game.
I don't think that's true.
I'm looking at Bug Toucher gameplay right now.
Bug Chucker.
Here's Bug Chucker gameplay.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is new.
Yeah, it's still like from 2011.
Yeah. I'm watching the Bug Chucker for iOS by Cyan World. The trailer.
There's the fucking sun in this game. Oh my god, this game is Angry Birds Star Wars.
Ladybirds hanging out. It is just Angry Birds, holy shit.
It's Angry Birds Star Wars. They fucking made Angry Birds Star Wars.
When did Angry Birds Star Wars actually come out?
That's a good question. Stolen Bug Chucker gameplay?
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. They went from making some of the most beloved puzzle adventure games of all time to crappy little iPhone games. It just hurts to watch.
It was released in November 8th, 2012 versus Bug Chucker, released in 2011.
Holy shit, Angry Birds stole from Cyan!
If you like Angry Birds Star Wars,
You're information. You're a freaking colonialist if you like Angry Birds Star Wars.
You're playing you like Cyan games. You should go play Rivet when it comes out.
Also play Real Mist, because they haven't put Rhyme into the newest Mist remake yet. If they put Rhyme into the new Mist, then it's a perfect game.
Did you know that dinosaurs still breathe?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm reading an article. The creators of Myst take on 99 Cent Gaming.
Oh, that's what you mean. Dinosaurs isn't Cyan.
Yup.
Hey, did you know that dinosaurs aren't animals? They're monsters?
That's a banger line. It's a good one.
Yeah. Just a little knowledge bomb dropped by me. Definitely not stolen from a band I love.
No, you just came up with it.
Just came up with it right here on the spot, off cuff. Tell you something else I've been doing a lot recently. I've been playing a lot of Generation Zero.
Generation Zero. I've heard of that game, and I also don't know anything about it right now.
My buddy Nico describes it as
There's robots?
H1Z1 mixed with Fallout, and then mixed with Horizon Zero Dawn.
Which Fallout?
Just like the 3D ones, so I guess Fallout 3 onward. Mostly just in like the looting.
Oh, right.
mechanics.
It's the game where you're like high schoolers from some generation before the 2000s, 80s. I don't know if that's true.
I think
90s. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I can't distinguish all the generations very effectively because I have no knowledge of history. It's all old people shit to me.
It's Sweden. It's taken over by robots, and they think it's the Soviets.
It's like Red Dawn, but for Swedish people.
I don't know what that means.
Red Dawn is a movie in which the United States gets taken over by communists. The
communist
Soviet Union
robots?
Communists. No. There's also the robots angle, but that's just like, I don't know. Wait, so how does it work? Like, what is consistent? Is it like a roguelike? Do you like have an attempt where you like...
It's an RPG.
So do you like make saves?
Well, I mean, it's an MMO. Well, it's not MMO, but it's like a... Like
you have a character that you bring into a game?
Well, you have a character that you bring into a world that's attached to the character.
Okay. So, like, you load into the world, and if your character dies, what happens?
You respawn at the nearest base.
Gotcha. Wait, but you said MMO, but that's not true. It's like instead
I did correct myself immediately.
Because it's like related to the world, like this world. So there's like things that you can do in this world that like have
Well, you're
lasting
familiar
effects.
with Dead Island, right?
Dead Island.
Maybe
I've heard of it.
Maybe even Dying Light.
I don't know how Dying Light works, but I've seen people play it.
It's like Dead Island, but with parkour.
Well, I don't really know how the character works in that game.
It works like any other RPG that
Well, I mean,
has
like, I don't know.
autosaves.
I see.
Like, you don't make save slots. It's
That one's
autosave.
not multiplayer.
It's Dying Light is.
Dying Light is.
Yeah.
Dead Island isn't.
Dead Island is.
They're both multiplayer.
Yes.
Okay, wait, but so the world that you load your character into, it's like you can like make progress in that world,
Yes.
and it like exists when you're offline.
What do you mean?
Like if you're not playing on the world, that world still exists for people to be on.
Well, no,
Or no?
because it's attached to the character. If you're not playing the character, then the world doesn't exist.
Got it.
I don't understand what's so confusing about a multiplayer RPG.
Well, you could imagine more like an MMO where like there's a world that you load your character
It's not
into.
persistent.
So
no.
progression, it's not persistent.
It's not persistent in that you can play on it when somebody's offline.
I see, like someone has the world,
Yes.
so you can join someone else's game.
Yes. Like Far Cry.
Wait, could you have your character and move them between different, like several different players' games?
Yes. Like
Okay.
like Far Cry. Or
Like
Dying
Far
Light.
Cry? Far Cry is not multiplayer, is it?
Yes, it is.
It
Every
fucking
game
is.
4, 5, 6.
Every game is not 4, 5, and 6.
I
Far
meant
Cry
I was
3
going
is
to
one
say
of them.
every game since 3.
3 is
I
definitely. I
interrupted
was thinking
myself.
there's no way that Far Cry 3 is multiplayer.
Far Cry 3 is multiplayer, but it's not multiplayer the same way that 4, 5, and 6 are.
It's multiplayer?
Yeah, it's got fucking multiplayer goddamn on rails levels.
One second.
It's like introducing a fucking old person to technology right now. Trying to teach you about how fucking multiplayer RPGs work.
I'm asking normal questions. You're
I
being
know,
weird
it
about
just
it.
feels like it's something that makes sense to me, because I played a lot of these games.
Well, it makes sense. I just need to ask because there's lots of things.
I
It's
get it,
possible
I
for any
get
of these
it.
questions. I haven't asked any dumb questions yet. I'm asking only good, smart questions.
Well, no, there are no dumb questions, only dumb people.
I don't think that's true.
Dumb people don't ask questions.
Okay, but also I don't think that these were dumb questions in the sense that I feel like any of these questions, the
Like I
answer
said,
was
no dumb
like
questions.
could have
Only
been
dumb people.
different. No, but I don't think it's that there's no dumb questions. I think that in the way I'm describing these questions as dumb, they could have been dumb in the sense that they could have been, like one of them could have not possibly been true. Like one of the answers. Like if I'm asking between two things, that one of those two things could not possibly be true. In which case, I think it'd be a dumb question because it'd mean I wouldn't understand the features that would like lead to the results.
You want to talk about features? We got the motorcycles DLC last night. which is
Motorcycles
fucking
DLC?
amazing. Yeah. Like in the
You
game.
don't get cars?
No, it's Sweden. They don't have cars in Sweden. They haven't been invented yet.
That's fucked up. Sweden has no cars?
No cars. They're all exploded. By default in the game you can unlock a moped, but it's slow and fucking weak as shit. And there's a
Yeah.
$7 DLC that adds 3 new bikes into the game.
Wait, so the
And-
original game does have cars. They're just shitty.
Well, no, it's no cars, just a moped and a bicycle.
It has vehicles, they're just shitty.
Yes. If you pay $7, you get 2 motorcycles and a dirt bike. And the dirt bike goes 70 kilometers an hour no matter what surface you're on. And it's
a lot of
fucking
it.
amazing.
They have a lot of DLC.
Yes. You don't
Wait,
need
what
any
else
of
the
it.
DLC? You've got
but-
Alpine Unrest. Oh,
Yeah, that
that's
adds
for
a
playing
new
on a
map.
ski slope. That seems actually the most fun DLC.
It adds a new map, and a little bit of content from most of the DLCs already exists in the game. Like, sort of half demo material. I think the only exception to that is the weapon packs.
There's weapon stuff, there's vanity stuff, there's base defense stuff. You can
Yeah.
build a base with that, I assume?
You can build a base in the base game. You just don't get as much. Like, you don't get the cool spike walls and stuff.
Gotcha. It's just more of
It's just
them.
more base building stuff. Yeah.
There's
This is how they
FNIX
monetize.
Rising. What is this?
Phoenix Rising adds different, like there's factions and there's enemy factions in the game of different robots that you can see fighting each other in the world.
Right.
The Phoenix faction take over control points, which are the bases that you can build. So if you go to these control points, you can take them out and build a base on the control point.
And what's the point of that?
There's wave defense missions you can do. Plus, it gives you a new base that you can fast travel to.
Can you normally like build a base in other places? Like how are you
Normally,
restricted in
you
building your base?
use regular bases, like ones that already exist in the world that you cannot modify, like bunkers and safe
Gotcha.
houses.
Okay, I see. But this is one that you can
Customized, yes.
wait. But with the base DLC, you already can customize stuff, right?
Like with the regular game, yes. But the DLC gives you more stuff that you can use to customize it.
But you can only customize bases that already exist in the world.
No, you cannot customize bases that already exist in the world. You can only customize the control point bases.
Oh, okay. So the base defense stuff requires the Phoenix Rising stuff.
No.
Okay, I don't understand. You seem to have said that in the base game you cannot mess with any of the bases, but also
in the base game, you cannot mess with the pre-existing bases. Only the control point bases that you get from defeating control points. The Phoenix Rising DLC adds to the control point.
There's more control point bases.
No, they're just different.
They're just different. Okay, I see. I didn't understand that they existed outside of the Phoenix Rising one.
Yes, like I said, almost all of the DLCs exist in some form in a half demo state in the main game.
Feels like you don't need any of these DLCs other than the one that lets you play on the ski slope.
Technically, you don't need any of them. They're all
you
just
need the
bonuses.
ski slope one.
You don't actually need it.
You do is the problem.
Then you should buy it for me, and also for my friend Nico, so we can play
I think that you're just gonna have to suffer with the fact that you're playing a shitty game that has no ski slopes. Wait,
I
you
never
can't
said
get
the
to
game
ski?
wasn't shitty. That's to be.
You don't
fair.
get to ski?
No.
Fuck. You don't get to use the chairlift either?
No.
I want to use the chairlift. You didn't say the game wasn't shitty? Wait, so you've been playing a bunch of this game, but you're saying maybe this game is not so good.
Oh, it's janky as hell. I love it though.
Yeah. What's janky about it?
Okay, so there's a thing that you can do that we call battle bikes, which is when you netcode into each other, and one of you hits the other, and one of you flies off of your bike gets decreased to 0 HP, and you have to waste a repair kit on it.
Oh, I see. It's like bike jousting.
Except we call it battle bikes because of the alliteration.
Right. But like the idea behind battle bikes is that you're jousting with your bikes, and then the loser has to waste a repair kit to repair the bike.
I guess, yeah.
Well, I assume that you'll sometimes share repair kits for that. It's more that you lost at battle bikes.
If you're out of repair kits, the courtesy is to give one to the other person.
Right, of course.
One thing we did learn is that if you're using the moped and you're going off-road, you're fucked.
It just, like, is hard to drive off-road?
It goes very slow. If you try to go uphill, you don't. And it's very easy to get the thing stuck. Most of the bikes are just easy to get stuck, but the moped just goes so slow. The game is jank in a way that makes it so when you hit trees, you go flying.
Yeah.
Which I guess is more realistic, technically. But also, if you land wonky, you go flying, and you cannot control the bike in air or anything.
Interesting.
Like, all you can do is slow down for a jump.
Right.
I don't know. It's a really fun game. I like it a lot. One of my favorite
Definitely seems
things...
fun with friends.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be anywhere near as fun without friends.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm glad that I got Nico to play it with, because
Yeah.
Otherwise, he bought the game for me, so
Right.
I wouldn't be playing it otherwise. But I played the first 30, 45 minutes to an hour on my own, and it's serviceable, but you get more fun when you're like in encounters with like larger enemies. Like there's enemy types like the tank and the harvester.
Yeah, you want the really big creatures.
Yeah, you get like it's the Horizon Zero Dawn element, you know, where you're
Yeah,
fighting
yeah,
these
yeah.
big machines, and you got one person running distraction or placing an EMP while you're taking out the weak points.
Did you know that
Um,
Sorry, you finish your thing before I go to my thing.
Nico gets unfair loot, so he got a 250 round magazine um, upgrade that was for my KVM, which I guess is supposed to be based off of the PKM.
What even is the PKM? Is
It's
that like
a light machine gun.
right? Of course. Okay, wait. How much does that normally have?
50 in the game.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's a lot.
Yes. So I've been spewing death. You can kill you can kill a soldier class enemy with 1.5 well placed magazines of 250 rounds out of the PKM.
How many bullets do you have? Is it like it seems like 250 bullets would be like costly.
I usually carry somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 rounds for it.
Oh my god. Okay, never mind. You can easily spend that much.
What were
I
you
mean,
gonna
like you don't
say?
want to spend that much all the time, but like
Oh no, there is a lot of mag dumping that happens in this game, especially with the bigger enemies.
right.
Because like with harvesters, they have missile barrage that they do, which is their main attack. So if you take that out, all they have is their like area of effect smashy attacks and shit. So you just dump a magazine into the missile things, and
Yeah.
and then you go about your day.
How much do you how much ammo do you find at a time? Like if you pick up ammo off the ground. Maybe you don't pick it up off
Not
the ground.
much. You pick it up off of enemies and out of loot containers.
But you get like not much, you get like 10 at a time or something.
You get in the neighborhood of that unless you upgrade your loot abilities.
Right.
You like you can upgrade your it's an RPG, so you got plenty of shit you can upgrade.
Right. Are the builds interesting?
Kind of.
Probably nothing like Borderlands 2, a game with pretty good skill trees.
I don't like Borderlands 2.
Yeah, I understand. Skills, you get aim speed.
Yep.
You got hip shot accuracy.
Yep.
You got weapon recoil.
Yep.
Wait, this is the combat.
Yes. There are 8 total trees in 4 categories.
Got it. So
You've
combat
got-
has 2 different sub trees within it,
Yeah.
which have the marksman and vanguard trees, and then support has either your commander or your medic.
Yep.
And then you got survival trees.
Yep.
Well, these
And
seem
then tech
interesting.
trees.
They just don't seem like they don't change how you're gonna approach the game.
They do
Maybe
actually.
they will a little bit because it's gonna be like you're focused more on being the medic, so you're gonna focus more on that type of
Well,
thing.
one of the main functions of the game is the like revive system. So to revive yourself or a friend, you have to have an adrenaline shot.
Yeah.
But with the survivor specialization perk, you can revive yourself once per combat encounter without using an adrenaline shot,
Got it.
which is game changing. And with the
seems
commander
like-
tree, you can use the
Oh, you get
field
faster
radios.
running. Oh, never mind.
You can
Yeah.
use the field radios an additional 3 times for a total of 6 uses, which allow you to fast travel to them. So if you drop one of those in a combat encounter, if you die, you can respawn and then fast travel back to where you were when you died, or when you placed the radio, rather.
It seems like okay. What I mean is like it doesn't like let you do new things mostly. There's a few exceptions to that, but mostly
Well,
the
there's
new things.
hacker.
The hacker. That's the I'm looking at that, and unlocks the ability to hack enemies. But like mostly, it's not like I'm thinking about Borderlands 2 when I think of skill trees, and Borderlands 2 has very different skill trees. You don't even need to care about Borderlands 2. Borderlands 1, the skill trees are very different, but like that's not the type of game Generation Zero is.
No. They mostly increase your ability to do what you're already doing.
Yeah, it's gonna give you
do it
reduced weapon sway,
They
and
let
then
you
do some more damage.
run faster, jump higher.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm quoting Lonely Island songs today. That's what we're doing. They let you shoot better. They let you kill better, carry more shit.
Right. You know, if I were playing this, I'd be going right into running speed.
I mean, that's one of the early things, so...
That's the first one I'm unlocking.
I think I'm like level 24 in the game now. I don't know.
Oh, wow. There's a thing that increases XP.
Yeah.
You definitely need that one.
Oh, yeah. Let me see how many hours I have in the game at the moment.
It doubles your XP when you get it to level 2. That's fucking crazy.
You want to take a guess? I'll let you round to the nearest.
How many towers?
Hours.
I have no idea what the gameplay loop is at all.
Hours.
Oh,
Hours.
Hours. Easy 100. No,
Nope.
less. 80.
Nope.
More?
Less.
Less.
30
60.
hours.
30. 30 is a realistic number.
29.2, but, you know.
30 is a realistic number. I started way too high.
I've only had the game for like a week and a bit.
Yeah, 30 is like a lot of hours. 100 would be insane. 80 would be non-insane.
Yeah, I haven't. I got it when it was on fucking Metal Hellsinger's on sale for $23.99. I'm gonna have to try to get that.
There's all sorts of things.
Why did I have to look at the Steam store?
Yeah, things are on sale right about now.
Yeah, it's the weekend coming up, so they got the weekend deals.
They got Brigand Oaxaca on sale.
Brigand Oaxaca. I've only ever heard of that in the song "This Is America" by Childish Gambino.
You've heard of Brigand Oaxaca from This Is America? Oaxaca's good. They've got all sorts of good things associated with Oaxaca. Like cheese. Oaxacan cheese.
Nice.
Plus, it's fun to say, and it's spelled funny.
Yeah, got
but in a cool way.
Like the letter H in there?
Nope, no H.
Just the letter Yay?
Oaxaca.
No
Oaxaca.
Yay? Just an A? That's fucked up.
It's awesome.
Where is it?
It's in Mexico.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I love Waxia.
I'm gonna kill you.
Children of Morta.
Children of Morta.
Don't know what that is. It's an isometric something or other.
I also don't know what Children of Morta is.
Dead Island is on sale for $8.
Right. The Longing is on sale for 25% off.
This is the weirdest segment we've ever done on this show.
Yeah.
We're just listing Steam sale prices that are not going to be relevant.
To all of you now, you missed these sick deals.
You missed these sick deals.
You probably didn't even know that you could get Journey for 50% off.
You probably didn't even know that New World was 50% off for going for $20.
God. That's fucked up. They didn't even know.
They had no chance.
No chance? That's a blunder on your part.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, $36.
That's not worth it. Don't do that one.
Frostpunk, $7.49.
Unless you're so obsessed with Borderlands, even then,
Vermintide
you don't need
2,
to get Tiny Tina Wonderland.
Free weekend. Free to keep.
Wait, what's free to keep?
Warhammer Vermintide 2. Add it to your account.
I already have that game.
Oh. Well,
it was bought for me at full price.
Sucks to be you, because I just got it for free.
All of you in the chat have watched too many streams, aka Germa YouTube
7, 6,
content.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I love playing
Vermintide 2.
German 987654321. My favorite game. Fuck, I'm glad we did this segment actually, because now I've got Warhammer Vermintide 2.
It's a banger segment.
We should do this segment every week.
Yeah. Just so you can find whatever's free right now.
Yeah. The only problem is that doesn't work because we normally don't record on Thursdays.
That's true.
Spoiler alert, I was dead this week, so we recorded later.
Mm-hmm.
We waited 3 days. And now I am no longer dead.
You know what else I did?
What's up?
I've been playing Borderlands 2 more.
Fucking nerd.
You haven't played any of the other Borderlands past 1, right?
I mean, I've played 2. I just don't like it.
Well, you played 2, but you didn't get through it.
No.
This is kind of meaningless then. I've been thinking, because Borderlands 2, I think the general consensus is that Borderlands 2 has the best story out of all the games. And I think they keep trying to reproduce that. Like Borderlands 3, I think they're trying to do Borderlands 2 again. Borderlands the pre-sequel was not, that was made by like Gearbox Australia, and they did their own thing, and that was a good game. But they keep trying to make Borderlands 2, and I guess this
think
doesn't
they
help
should
you.
try to make Borderlands 1 gameplay again, because the gameplay was good.
I disagree strongly, but
It's fine to be wrong sometimes.
see, the thing about me is that I'm gonna keep saying what I was saying actually, which is that I think that they keep trying to make Borderlands 2, but what was really important to Borderlands 2's story working the way it did is that Borderlands 1's story worked the way it did. You haven't seen all of Borderlands 2's story, so you don't know how it connects to Borderlands 1 totally. But Borderlands 1 ends, in my opinion, kind of in a disappointing way. Like, it's kind of a quick ending. And it feels a bit out of nowhere. Like, you kill the destroyer, and then what? You, like, open 4 chests and leave?
I don't know.
Do you think it's like a... You disagree. You think it's a strong ending?
Oh, for Borderlands 1?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was kind of half-spaced.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean... For sure, but then you go and fuck up Claptrap.
I guess.
At least
but
that's what
I think for the base game, it has a kind of, like, weak ending.
Eh.
You're saying you don't care because you go and fuck up Claptrap.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that as a mark against the game, because actually, I think it's really good in the greater space, because I think
feel
it
like
makes
that
Borderlands
game is
2's
one that
story
was
better.
destined to be anticlimactic because it's funny.
Like, I disagree. I don't think they were trying to be funny with how anticlimactic it was.
I think it was funny, though.
I guess. There's parts of Borderlands 1 story that I really like. I think that the fact that it ends in the anticlimactic note is bad for Borderlands 1 story, but I think they really capitalize on it in Borderlands 2. This isn't like something, since you haven't played through all of Borderlands 2, but like, I think that that's part of the reason why Borderlands 2's story is so good, because the kind of like disappointing end of Borderlands 1 is like made into a plot element, basically. But they keep trying to make Borderlands 2, but they forget about Borderlands 1, and so they keep trying to make Borderlands 2 without Borderlands 1. I think that's the reason why they keep failing. And plus they don't know how to do a funny character, which is put Krieg back in the game.
I think they should put, Actually, no, they can't do that. Never mind. I was gonna say put the dying man back in the game, but his voice is fucked, so you can't put him back in the game.
Which dying man?
Scooter.
Right. His voice is fucked?
Yeah, he's fucked up. Can't do his voice anymore. I guess. I don't know.
Huh.
Scooter. Borderlands.
Oh, did you see that they released the second Telltale one?
Yes, I did. New Tales from the Borderlands.
I watched someone play it. I wish Borderlands as a series made more games that were Borderlands 2. I want them to make Borderlands 2 again. That's my ultimate conclusion of this rant. They keep not making Borderlands 2. But they keep trying to make Borderlands 2 is the worst part. It's like a tragic cycle.
Sorry, I was just looking at the fucking Wikipedia article for Mikey Newman, the voice of Scooter.
Yeah.
Fucker had a stroke
Oh, that's rough.
in the Gearbox offices in 2017. No, in 2011.
In the offices? Damn.
Yeah. And he's got multiple sclerosis.
That's really rough.
Yeah. So that's why Scooter isn't in the game anymore. Which is unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
This has been our moment of silence for Scooter.
He was in Poker Night 2.
Yeah, as Steve the Bandit.
I assume that means he also voiced Steve the Bandit in Borderlands 1.
I don't know. It doesn't say here.
Well, that's where Steve the Bandit is from. Steve is the guy who says "Heyo."
Maybe.
I'm looking at the Steve Wikipedia page. Voice actor, Mikey Newman.
That's Mikey Newman.
Oh, he's got a different voice actor too.
That's not Mikey Newman.
True. Banger alert.
This is a good article. What the fuck is a good article on Wikipedia? Meets a set of editorial standards.
Let's go.
Well, learned a little bit about Wikipedia today. Also learned a little bit about Mikey Newman.
Wikipedia keeps fucking sending me emails saying, "Hey, please donate to us. Please."
That's where you have blundered. You made a Wikipedia account.
I did not.
Then why are you getting emails?
I donated
sign
to
up
them
for-
one time.
Then that's where you made a blunder.
See, on Humble, you can choose who you donate to, and I chose Wikipedia one time because I was like, yeah.
That
Wikipedia
is where
deserves
you
it.
made your blunder.
Wikipedia deserves some money.
If you give a Wikipedia a couple of dollars, they will ask for a glass of milk. And if
But
you
they
give them a
deserve
glass
that.
of milk, they will ask you for more money.
The worst part is that they like should get a little bit of dollars, and I understand that they're coming after me to get my dollars because they need those dollars, I guess.
Sure,
it's
but
like,
next thing you
please
know,
stop
they're
emailing
kicking
me.
in your door like, "Where's the money, Lebowski? We know you have the money. We're going
I
to
know.
cut off your Johnson."
It's fucked up. It's just like in The Big Lebowski.
They're gonna drop a fucking weasel in your bathtub with
Yeah.
you in it.
I'm not concerned about that since I don't take baths.
There you go. Just be careful of parking lots.
Parking lots?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have a heart attack, so I'm not concerned.
Well, I'm not worried about you being Donnie. I'm worried about you being Walter. I don't want you biting a dude's ear off.
But what if it was funny about it?
How are you gonna be funny about biting off a nihilist?
I'm gonna tell a good joke first. Last thing for his ear to ever hear.
Last thing for you to ever see.
His ear will hear one last thing. I'll tell him a funny joke. He'll laugh a
You can
little bit,
still
and then
hear
he'll catch
without
himself.
an ear. It's just gonna be fucked.
No, well, I'm only biting off one. His other ear can still hear perfectly.
Well, no, but,
is
like-
that true? You can hear without an ear?
All it does is funnel the sound. It doesn't.
Oh, you're right. Of course.
The eardrum's inside of your skull.
Of course.
The
You're
outside
right.
is only acts as a funnel.
That's why
You
it's
get a
no problem
prosthetic.
that I bite his ear off.
Sure, but then you're eating somebody's fucking cartilage.
I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna spit it out after.
That's
what do you
weird.
take me for?
A cannibal?
No,
Not even a little?
not even a little.
Not even
Cannibalism
try it?
and me, unfortunately, quite separate.
Right, but what if it was ethically sourced?
Ethically sourced.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be necessarily against it, but I'm not like that doesn't mean I'd be interested, and I wouldn't be, by the way.
That's fair. This has been a fun chat talking about.
Okay, what
this.
about you
I
though?
think we should be
What about you?
Eh.
You
I'll be
could go for
different.
it. If you had to eat one part of the human body, which one would it be? Like a liver or something, or like a
No, I wouldn't go for that.
thigh,
No.
stomach,
No, God no. I'm not trying to die. Brain. I love
Brain?
prions.
I think brain is a
I
bad
love
idea.
misfolded proteins in my own body that's caused me to die.
Does that happen when you eat someone's brain?
Yeah.
It is bad, right?
You
I'm
should do
pretty sure
that.
eating someone's
It's fun.
brain is bad.
Yeah, no, it'll actually kill you.
Well, that's why mad cow disease happened, right?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is if you eat brain, you get prions. Which are misfolded protein.
I'm gonna search up mad cow disease really quick.
Probably a little bit of thigh. Well maintained. Trim it.
What
nicely.
causes mad? Is cow called by a prion?
Yeah, it's misfolded proteins caused by eating brains. Don't eat brains.
I thought it was something about eating brains.
I mean, I think that if you feed cows, other cows, they might just get it. I don't know how that works.
I think that that's it. And then they...
But prions are caused in humans when you eat human brain.
And then you can eat a cow that had mad cow disease. And then that can get you.
Yeah, prions. No laughing matter.
Well, were you trying to wrap us up earlier before I got to asking you about cannibalism?
I was trying to dodge getting asked about cannibalism.
Oh, I see. You just failed.
Yeah. I was trying to be funny about it.
Blunder alert.
This episode's full of blunders.
I don't know. I feel like I've been hidden today. I've been spitting.
You've been blundering all kinds of crazy.
Like what? Tell me one.
Like liking Borderlands 2.
Your
opinions are wrong. You're not allowed them.
That game's good. Everyone likes Borderlands 2. It's the most well-liked Borderlands game.
Borderlands 2. I'm part of people. I don't like it.
You're one of like. Let me look at Borderlands 2. How popular it is in terms of Steam reviews.
It's probably got like a 78% on Metacritic.
95% of the game's reviews are positive.
What about on Metacritic?
What about on Metacritic? Good point, Metacritic.
73.
Do you want me to compare it to Borderlands 1? Because I have to say it's not going to be favorable, I think.
I don't care what you compare it to. I just don't like
Borderlands 3 is a 78 and a 91 and an 81. Oh, because they're listing all the different ones. Borderlands 2. Do you want to guess what it got? Oh, do you want to guess Borderlands 1 first?
69.
69? It's higher than that. It got an 81 Metascore. The user score is 7.6. And then Borderlands 2, on the other hand, that got an 89 and a user score of 8.2.
That's like 10%, not even 10% better.
It's 8% better. You're right, it's not even 10% better.
Not that much.
It isn't that much, but it is like clearly more highly rated.
I think if it's within 10%, it's not really infinitely better like everybody praises it to be.
I think definitely not everyone praises it to be infinitely better. There's
Everybody
lots of people
that I've heard does, and that's probably why I was bored of it, because it was overhyped for me.
I do think it's infinitely better. But I don't think that that's like the only opinion.
I don't know. I like Borderlands 1 more.
It's fair. I'm not gonna like one second.
There's a fucking smoke detector somewhere in the house that's going weird, and I need to change the battery, but I don't think we have any batteries.
Oh, you have to use D batteries? I fucking hate that. I started doing some Wii stuff. I got the Wii hooked up. I played some Mario Galaxy. And you need AA's for that, so I had to buy some AA's.
You can get the rechargeable ones, but...
Yeah, we have the rechargeable ones, but they're so fucking old at this point that they basically don't work.
You can also get rechargeable AA's.
We could also get rechargeable AA's.
Or you can
That'd be a whole setup, though. That'd be a whole setup. Have you played Super Mario Galaxy?
A little bit, not for me.
Have you? A little bit. You haven't completed it. That's fair. Super Mario Galaxy reminded me that a lot of Nintendo games do this thing where they have shitty mechanics, but they're still like very good games. Like I think Breath of the Wild has some bad mechanics, and definitely Super Mario Galaxy. It has lives and health in a way that I think basically doesn't help it be a more fun game.
What does the life system do? Just like when you die and lose your lives, you can't respawn at a checkpoint in the game?
I don't know what happens when you run out of lives because I haven't had to worry about it. But you have lives, so whenever you respawn, you lose a life.
Huh.
But like, I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. But it's like it seems useless. I've always had like 30 lives plus, like the whole time playing through it. So like, it feels like it's for me. It has no effect on my gameplay. It's just like another thing to keep track of, and like a reward they can give me, I guess, because it means that a one up is like kind of valuable. But it's not really. It's just I'm not a. I think it's a bad mechanic. I don't think they should have lives in Super Mario Galaxy.
What's your favorite Nintendo game series?
Nintendo game series. That's a good question. It's probably Zelda.
That's not Metroid.
Zelda games are like, what?
That's not Metroid.
You wanted me to say Metroid? I've only played like one Metroid game.
Which one?
1.5, really.
Which one?
I've played Zero Mission, and the half is the one with sex in it.
Fusion. My favorite
Yes.
game. The best one in my opinion.
I haven't played that many Legend of Zelda games either, but I've played A Link Between Worlds a lot. I really like that game.
I don't think I've ever finished a Laws game.
If you can emulate a bunch of them. A Link Between Worlds is on the 3DS
3DS.
maybe?
Yes, I used to have it.
You used to have it? That game's so good. You should play it.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Nope.
Damn. That's fair. I can't beat that game anymore because the right trigger on my 2DS broke.
You should repair it.
Like myself?
Yeah.
I guess.
The Nintendo product. It's the only way it's gonna get repaired.
It's true.
Nintendo's like the Apple of video games.
I assume your favorite Nintendo series is Metroid then?
Yeah, specifically the 2D games. Or rather, the side-scrolling games, I guess, is more appropriate because
Is there any 2D that are
technically
not?
Prime's not 2D.
Prime is 2D.
Or not Prime. Prime is not 2D.
You mean Dread?
Dread, yeah.
Dread is 2D though, is what I'm saying.
It's 2.5.
It's essentially yeah,
Because,
it's
like,
2.5D. Fine.
Yeah, it's different.
I played Wario Land Shake It because I remember really enjoying that game. And that game has good mechanics, but it's just not as fun as I remember it being.
I have never played a WarioWare game.
This wasn't WarioWare. Wario Land Shake It is like not WarioWare.
Oh, what is it?
It's like, I don't know, it's like a platformer.
Oh,
You play as Wario.
I'm assuming it uses the accelerometer in the DS as its main.
No, it's a Wii game.
I'm assuming it uses the accelerometer and the Wii controller as its main mechanic.
Well, you run around a bunch, but one of the things that you shake things like chests and enemies.
So it uses the accelerometer as one of its main mechanics.
Yes. As one of its main mechanics for sure. You didn't say one of at first.
I you know what? I'm sick. I'm dying. I'm tired. English
I could have
is
been
not my
wrong too.
second language. We're just gonna go ahead and speed on past that blunder I just made.
I I missed the in-between connecting words, which I think would have made it more fun. Did you say English is not my second language?
Yes.
It's good. That's
Which
a good
is
one.
true, but it's also a nothing sentence, so...
Well, it's not a nothing sentence. It's
Oh, it's a
just
nothing
you wouldn't
sentence.
expect someone to say it as a way to justify not being able to speak English.
English is not my second language. Alright. I think we should try and wrap it up, though, because it's been an hour, and I'm hungry. quite
Sounds
frankly.
good. I need to go on a walk.
Do you still have infinite schoolwork to do, or are you about done?
No, I'm always on infinite schoolwork until Christmas, I think.
Damn. Well, it is the first of Christmas. Well, I guess not anymore. The day we were supposed to record was the first of Christmas, wasn't it?
Okay, Advent is not real. You may have heard before that Advent is real. It's not. They made that one up.
We were originally supposed to record on the first of Christmas, but we
That's
ended up
not the
pushing it
first of
back.
Christmas. That's the first of Advent, and that's not real.
No, the first of November is the first of Christmas. So that's when Halloween's over, and then she shows up.
Oh,
Have you heard her yet this year?
not since Halloween.
You heard her
Oh,
on
Advent
Halloween?
starts way later. No. I heard her before Halloween. Advent starts way later than I thought. I thought you were talking about Advent, but no,
I'm
Advent
talking about the
is way
first of
later.
Christmas, aka when
Okay,
the
that's
TV
not when
channels
Christmas
say
starts. When Christmas starts is December, whenever I have my final exam.
No, Christmas starts when they start playing Christmas stuff on TV, and that started the day after Halloween.
That's
the first of Christmas.
that's not. You're describing Christmas as like the season. I'm describing Christmas as in the holiday.
Oh, but that's not how the world works, Malachi.
It's how the world works, yes. There is the holiday called Christmas.
Right, but there is also Christmas, which begins when the TV says so.
But that
Which
doesn't
was
mean that the
November the
holiday doesn't
1st.
exist. That doesn't mean that I can't base things around when the holiday happens.
Right, but I'm saying if they based it around when the season happens, then you'd already be off of school, and you would be off
You're
school
right.
until February.
Do you have Boxing Day in the States?
Nope.
That's lame. You should have Boxing Day.
What's that, the UFC?
Boxing Day is on like the Monday after Christmas, I think. And it's called Boxing Day because it was a holiday to give servants the day off, I think. And so they would give you, your servants would make you boxed lunches. I think.
We didn't have servants in America, so we don't.
That's not
need
true.
it.
That's not true, by the way.
We had something else that starts with an S, and they don't get days off.
There were definitely servants in the States as well.
Yeah,
But the
things
fucking
are-
exact origin is unknown. I was fucking lied to.
Well, I think we'll end it on that realization then. Send us an email at ballpod.show@gmail.com. Did I get that right? ballpod.show@gmail.com.
You got it exactly right. Oh, the ceremony was slightly different. The servants... The employers of the servants would give the servants the box, I see. Okay, I had it slightly wrong. Yes, ballpod.show@gmail.com. Send us an email. Say, I don't have Boxing Day here. I wish I got Boxing Day.
What is? And there's no point. It's just an extra day. Yeah. I'll be dead
Yep.
soon. This is the last canonical episode of the Ball Pod.
We got a lot of lasts.
Yeah, last canonical episodes. We have one like every month.
That's good, I think. That's how you keep yourself honest.
Just keep updating the canon.
Yeah.
I guess next month will be my resurrection arc. So
Yep.
stay tuned for that.
Get hyped for
Goodbye.
Bye.